Seeing the final piece has just been so impressive, and we are so glad to be staying here. Let's bring them. Oh God.
We're back in Fredericksburg.
So you might be wondering, why are we back? So the last time we were here, we stayed at the most adorable German cottage, which is actually right over here next to us. Much better.
Much better. We are back because Lance, the owner of the property, showed us last time we were here this tent.
So this tent is a Bohemian glamping setup, which is his newest rental on the property. And we are so excited to be back. He's invited us back to now stay here and review this Airbnb.
And we're really excited to be back because last time he showed it to us, it looked nothing like it does right now. It is beautiful inside, so we cannot wait to show you.
I guess we go now, right? Let's bring them.
Oh God.
So starting off right away, right when you enter, everything in this tent looks like a work of art. It is so beautifully decorated. So looking around, from the colors in the bedspread to the artwork along the walls, there's been so much thought put into this tent, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And when we came back last time, as we'll show you with our footage, it was just in the beginner steps. So seeing the final piece has just been so impressive, and we are so glad to be staying here. So although you're saying a tent, don't y'all always stay in a tent? No, this is not just any tent. This is a luxury tent with heating, a fan, and even air conditioning. Because you know Texas weather is a little bit up and down. Today's 84, tomorrow will be in the 60s. We are going to be prepared for any condition. So also this tent, you can't see it now, but we have this big wide open room, and you might be asking, where's the restroom? Yes, there's restroom and running water in this tent. I'll show you. So back through this door, we have the restroom, the toilet. If you're not super comfortable with your partner, you might ask them to go on the porch, you know, because this is a tent. Okay, now the shower. All of your towels right along the door. And I am super impressed with how this shower turned out. Look how lovely this shower looks. Very spacious as well. And now for the main room, you have a beautiful king-size bed. A lovely sit-down area with a couch and a table where you can sit and drink your coffee. And speaking of coffee, you will always have your coffee with a coffee maker here, a microwave here, and a mini fridge here, so you have a little kitchenette setup. And overall, Lance has managed to put everything you need into this one space. He also added blackout curtains along the tent, so if there's any lights from cars coming in, it blocks it out. It also blocks out extra sound.
Yeah, and also the tent is also, it's kind of lifted up from the ground, so there's like a baseboard and it's clamped onto the bottom of the baseboard, so nothing can actually get into the sides or anything like that. The only way for bugs and anything like that to get in is if you open the front of the tent completely. That is the only way.
But overall, we are super excited to be staying here in this tent. We will be here 2 nights, and we'll also be exploring some things to do in Fredericksburg during this Christmas holiday season.
Oh yeah. Is there a difference between like how much like the time frame of completing a tent versus the cottage itself?
Oh yeah, I mean I picked the tents. The tents are sort of an experiment. The cottages take a lot of labor. I mean that's, you know, 2x6 framing and roofing and plumbing, right. Everything is much more involved. With a tent, you put the tent up. It did become a little bit more involved because I started thinking I really want it to be not over the top, but I want it to be really highly detailed, right. And textures, and so you start having to look for cloth, and you have to look for things that match but don't, because the Bohemian looks a little, it's eclectic, it's a mix. You want to have everything be cohesive too, so I actually spent a lot of time running around, you know, trying to find, of course everybody's like, who's the big guy in Joann's looking at all the bolts of fabric, right. What are you doing? It's like, I'm doing a glamping tent. You know, the thought process, they evolve. Every one of these projects I've done has evolved along the way.
Right.
I come in with something in mind, and then I end up, you know, things change. Yeah. I'll change a color scheme, I'll change something on the fly,
What came first, the idea of like a Bohemian style property or the glamping?
Well, the glamping was the concept that after doing the 3 cottages, I wanted to try and put something in that was a little bit lower cost. Trying to think about themes. The property has been themed after varietals from different countries, so I tried to tie in something with Czech Republic, although the names of the grapes, none of them really sound that good to me, so I just went with the Bohemian. So other future tents, I'm going to do one that's going to be like the Arabian Nights, you know, kind of a Persian style, and I'm going to do one that's Greek, which will be nice, you know, cool. It'll be blue with the blues with the whites and all of those types of colors, and I think that'll probably be a good match. And but this deck is a cool thing I just finished. This building has been done since before COVID, but I lost my liquidity, had to survive, and so finally, you know, things are back up and we're making money with the rest of the cottages. So the deck is something I wanted to get done, just freshly done this week. So
oh wow,
yeah.
Came at the perfect time.
Yeah, I actually wanted to get it done before you guys came so you could see
cool.
see the view. I'm hoping sometime in 2024 when the eclipse comes around that somebody may want to rent the entire place and have a big party out here for when it's overhead.
Yeah.
So.
Man, that'd be sweet.
That would be
we might do that.
So of all the properties and of all the cottages and the tent, which one is your favorite that you've created so far?
I do like the French, the Viognier. It's a nice collection of textures. I really enjoyed doing that. I built the front door for it. So I enjoy that. They're all pretty. I like the Italian, the Sangiovese, and the Riesling, but the Viognier is my favorite. The tent is wonderful. I mean, I've gone in when I was working on it. I've laid down on the bed for you know, just to rest for a minute, and it's pretty amazing. It's I could take a nap. It's very comfortable. It's probably the most soothing space to me. But I do like the French.
It's funny because we were gonna ask you, do you stay in these before you like, because you know you were talking about how like the tent, you were like, oh well, we, you know, you wanted to put the blackout covers on, and
no, I did test the tent. I wanted to make sure, because we're not right next to the road, but sometimes you have things go on with light and so forth, so I wanted to make sure that the tent was a relaxing environment. And I'm excited about the coming year. We're going to get a lot of stuff done. It's going to be a lot more landscaping, a lot more, you know, things that go in that really dress everything up. It's beautiful. This time of year the leaves have fallen off, but it's beautiful even naturally.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Improving the common space, putting in the split rail fence, and clearing out some of the center area, and we'll continue to do that. It's just going to keep getting better. So, and people already love it, so we're having a good time.
Wow. Do you have like an estimated time frame that you'll be finished with this project, or you think that this project will be an ongoing thing that will constantly be improved?
Yeah, I could work for 2 years straight, probably, with everything I want to do. I want to have maybe 9 units total. Considering some ideas, public water supply, you have to do some things in order to accommodate more units. I'm thinking about some pretty cool stuff that would create it's evolving. I don't know what it's going to end up being, but I think it'll be cool.
Yeah.
So,
are you going to turn where you live? Is that right now? Are you going to turn that into another rental space?
I'm going to live well within my means. I would love for this place to do well and make a lot of money, but I intend to travel. I do photography. I'm working hard. I'm creating it. I'm trying to get it running well enough where I can have someone basically take over and do the management of it, so that I can go out and, you know, everybody has their dream. They want to, you know, retire and travel, and you guys are travel bloggers, so you can definitely relate to what I'm saying. You would love what you have going to pay for everything.
Right.
So that's the goal here. I built all this stuff by hand, even this 16-foot tall structure. I did it all with my tractor, and you know, I get tired.
Yeah.
Some days I just don't want to get out and do it because I'm tired and I'm sore. This deck, all these 16-foot planks, I hold them up. by hand. It's only 130 of them, you know.
Oh my gosh.
By the time you're done, you're pretty tired at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely.
But you just pace yourself and you come up and do the rest of the work on it. And, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. This place isn't going to be built in probably 5 years.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's fun though. I like when everything is settled down and I'm at a good stage where I can kind of pause. I enjoy sitting and, you know, to have this place to come back to someday when I go on vacations or whatever will be awesome.
Yeah, so the walkway to the tents is brand new, and now there's some lights that surround all the walkways so you can see everything a lot better. And then the sign right there is brand new, and it's got all the different places that are open right now, and then also the fencing. And he's got a little Christmas wreath over there, so decorative. So this is the cute little cottage we stayed in last time, and he said he's done a few more things on the inside, a little bit more decoration, and he also redid some of the bathroom tile.
Yes, this is the Riesling cottage. It is a cute little German cottage, and inside there's now more German decoration, which is surprising to hear because we thought it was so beautifully decorated the first time. And yeah, a completely renovated bathroom. So we stayed at the Riesling cottage next door just about 4 to 5 months ago. So when we drove up yesterday, we did not expect to see so many changes done to the property. It looks amazing, and to think that this was all done by one single person is mind-boggling.
Not only the fencing out front, all of the attention to detail, all the little lamps on the walkways, the way the walkways look. He said he tried to finish this deck before we came out, and the deck is amazing. It looks really, really good, and he's not even done with it. So
no. And there's 2 more glamping setups to come. So much work done, and he's also improved the Riesling cottage and probably the work done to the other cottages. We didn't even ask, so
this is like turning into like a big storyline. It's like every time we come back, things are going to be improved, things are going to be better, and it's really exciting now because we are seeing it firsthand. Lance is obviously very excited about new things to come, so we're excited to see what he's got in store.
So we hope you've enjoyed this video, as we've really enjoyed staying here. We're including all of the links below if you're interested in any of these properties, whether it's the glamping setup or any of the cottages. You can go through those links and then book a stay through Airbnb.
But if you loved this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and we're also going to be releasing a Fredericksburg video of the things that we did here currently because it is Christmas time. But again, thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next one.
Bye!